Go for it.
Alright, this video will demonstrate the startup of QC Setup. So when you first come to the YSI, you're in standby mode, because it should always be in standby mode so that it flushes and it keeps everything wet. So to exit standby, standby. Do you wish to exit? Press 2 for yes, enter. You are now in instrument mode. So from instrument mode, we will print up the setup for QC, menu, 2 setup, and 5 print setup. And it starts to print. While that's going, you can go ahead and just shake these bottles. A lot of times when these bottles have been sitting, condensation will start to appear on the bottle. Give it a gentle shake for the buffer, and also the same for the calibrator. And I'm going to go ahead and unscrew these. Be careful with these metal probes. You don't want to touch it and contaminate it with your finger. You don't want to contaminate it with the counter. If you get this just right, it'll sit there on its own. Or if you're not comfortable leaving it sitting there, you can also grab a paper towel, a clean paper towel, put it down and set this on the paper towel. So then up here, I'm going to 0 out of this screen. 0 always takes you back to the last menu. So 0, and then I'm still in instrument mode. I'm going to press 1 for service, 2 for buffer, and 3 for cal. What happens when I press these is the pumps will move, and since I have them out of the liquid, air will be introduced into the lines. So press 2 for buffer, 3 for cal. You can press them at the same time. What we're doing here, the purpose is just to prime the lines, so we want to get out any air bubbles. So go ahead, once this finishes, press it twice, so 2 and 3 again. All the liquid is leaving the lines, it's being flushed out. Okay, now screw your caps back on. You can go ahead and leave these out. Press 2 and 3 again. Now it's going to grab up the liquid that's in the bottles. And while it's pulling the liquid up, you want to make sure that there are no air bubbles into your line. So this juncture right here for the buffer is one of the most popular areas for a bubble to exist. If you do see a bubble there, you can tap it with your finger while the pump is running to help get it out. You can just simply go like this, and you'll see the bubble come out through the line. So buffer line looks good. Check your calibrator line. Use gravity to help you out with bubbles, because the bubbles will obviously rise up. Press cal. You can tap your line. The bubble will come up to the highest spot, and then you can simply just help guide the bubble all the way through, all the way up, and then check also this juncture down here. A bubble can obviously exist there too, and tap that while it's running. You can feel free to flush the lines with buffer and calibrator as many times as you need to. You can press buffer and calibrator however much once you are done with the bubbles. Put your bottles back in. Make sure no lines are pinched, like that line is pinched. Put your bottles to the left, otherwise the door won't close. Close your door, 0 out of this screen, 0 out one more time. And then now it's giving you the option to run standby or menu. You are now all primed, ready to go. Simply press run. And now the YSI is going to calibrate and stabilize, and once that has occurred, you can now start running your standards and begin QC.